All right, welcome
Well,
everybody to this fun little exhibition we got for you before our matches later. We are having our first demonstration of SA2 Invasion Bingo. We have Deku versus Tethys. This is going to be a hero story only. I am a Broken Prophet, and I'm joined on commentary here by Liam. How's it going, Liam?
hello, I'm doing well. I'm really excited for this exhibition. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun against two very talented runners with a style we don't normally see in bingo.
Yeah, so this has probably been done at some point in SA2, but I've never seen it. I don't think it's ever been showcased properly like this. So it's going to be a bit of a first for everybody to try and check it out. I'll quickly break down the rules for you. So the way this works is you have to get a goal on the outside. You can see them sort of marked there by the blue and orange circles. You have to get one of those goals, and then you can get a goal in the next row slash column, depending which way they're doing it. So, for instance, say you get Route 101 M2, then you'll be able to get Sonic's Ancient Light. But you can't get one of those goals ticked off until you have one of these initial ones. So it's going to be a fun sort of way of them going around it, having to sort of pick where they start, what goals they're going to go to. We are doing a first to 13, so we're all going to get confused, we're all going to get lost, but we're going to try and keep it on top of it as much as we can for you.
Absolutely, and I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be a very close match, I think, because we've got Deku, who is arguably one of the best hunters in the game, and Tethys has been grinding ILs like nobody's business. So he definitely knows his way around an IL and definitely around bingo.
Yeah, so both these two, of course, in the bingo league that's been going on at the moment. So both pretty experienced with their bingo. So yeah, going to be interesting to see how they adapt to the format quickly and who can stay on top of the sort of mental game. But I do believe
Absolutely.
I think we're getting pretty close to getting this underway. I think both runners are ready, as you can see there on the story screen. So yeah, going to be interesting to see how this goes for both of them.
Any
This is
predictions on what uh, what goals these runners might go for?
I can see that Wild Canyon M4 or M2, sorry, being quite an early target for somebody. Um, an M4, if M2 gets taken, I can see that being a very clear joining point to these missions. Be interesting to see though if somebody goes to lock it out. So say whoever hits the skip out of one of them can potentially get to that Wild Canyon first and take both of those two goals, and then even the M5A rank, and really sort of stunt the other person's access into the other goals. So
Absolutely. So far, no mistakes from either of these runners so far. Nothing major, anyways.
yeah, both are pretty clean starts. These two, of course, are pretty regular hero runners. They are, I believe, both running hero for their teams in the bingo. As we see,
At this pulling
Tethys,
ahead
both
just
going forward plus.
slightly.
Tethys and Deku
Yo!
both getting it. This is what you
Let's
want from a
go.
showcase. So Tethys
Absolutely.
is
This
slightly
is
ahead, and Tethys with a good cam as
good
well.
cam. Yo.
Ooh, but
Tethys been practicing.
Deku's slightly fast onto the rail, so this is going to come down to truck section, I think. Deku having a slightly better rail section, even though he has the bad cam. Does get under the gate first, does stick, Tethys doesn't, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, bearing a mistake here from Deku, you'd imagine he's going to be slightly the first one ahead, but he
Ooh.
does get thrown up
And
there.
Tethys... Now they're on similar pace at this moment because Tethys is slightly behind, starting a little later. We have to see what the time is when they finish.
So it's
Ooh.
124 for Deku and a 125 there for Tethys. Only 0.4 seconds between them. So yeah, very, very close. So this is going to come down to avoiding any mistakes here in Bigfoot, which is a pretty simple boss, but one that can go wrong. Especially if you go for, well, they're not going to go for resets. This is RTA, so you shouldn't expect Omochao to be trolling you with any boxes breaking here. But yeah,
But it is very... I was going to say, yeah, it's very easy for them to land on the box or think they land on the box and then tap A very quickly and just homing attack over instead of actually continuing the front box strategy, right? So anything can happen here. Let's hope it doesn't, but we'll see what's going on.
It's one of those bosses as well where you can see yourself losing time out of nowhere. You see sort of Tethys here. He seems to be having a very clean fight, but he made that one slow hit. I think it was the second hit. And Bigfoot just starts moving further and further away. So losing over a second there to Deku because of that, despite having a reasonably clean looking fight. But this
Oh,
is going to come down
absolutely.
to this is what it comes down to: who gets the better RNG here in Wild Canyon. You'd put the hunting advantage
Okay.
with Deku, but RNG has its funny way of evening things out sometimes.
Solid piece one from both these runners in roughly the same spot.
Oh, bad piece two
Ooh,
from Deku. Deku, why is he
going for
taking?
the Chowkey.
So taking the Chowkey there to skip the boss cutscene in the next part of the story. Did I just see Wild Canyon track for Tethys? I'm not sure. No, oh, Sandpit, terrible. So these are really awful sets of both of our runners. So we're going to see them coming out of the level at a very, very similar time here. Or if Tethys can grab the piece. But this is going to be advantage Deku. He does, of course, have the Chowkey, so he's going to get out of the cutscenes faster. So this is going to be advantage to Deku getting into that Wild Canyon M2. So smart play from him.
Yeah, it's looking like they're pretty evenly tied considering Tethys started like half a second later, I think. Maybe a little less than that.
Yeah, so they're definitely pretty similar in that, but because of Deku here getting the Chowkey,
Oh,
you can just see
Deku
the
exited
advantage.
out through the menu.
You can see just how much faster that turns out to be getting that Chowkey. So very worthwhile, especially if you have like a long boss cutscene. So say you're looking at the Faker cutscene, for instance, which is a good 25, 30-second cutscene. Getting a Chowkey in Green Forest or is it White Jungle before? I can't remember. No, one for White Jungle. Can help you skip that and save a load of time.
It's looking like they're both going to bombard Wild Canyon M4 as predicted, which is a smart choice probably, I think, because
yeah, but this is where the IL practice comes into it. That was so tight. So Deku just about getting that Wild Canyon M2, which then forces Tethys to the other side of the board. So Tethys is going to have to go for that Wild Canyon M4 to get on the board. But look at these. This was a matter of who clicked that goal first. Tethys, they're showing his IL speed.
Let's go Tethys. Let's go. Let's see the clip out. Let's see the clip out. Chopper send strats.
Oh,
Oh,
so
Deku's doing the flip. Let's go.
Deku's going for the harder strategy here. He's going for the cliff out on the statue head, very tight. And Tethys showing off the more standard one. If he can get out of bounds, which he does. So slightly, well, even.
Oh, no way.
So Deku going for the harder strat, Tethys going for the more tried and true, but them both getting out very, very similar times. So Deku here is going to be going for that Wild Canyon M5 A rank on the right-hand side. So that row 2, column 5. Tethys going for that Wild Canyon M4 to get himself on the board. But then Deku's also going to be getting Wild Canyon M5 as a repeat straight after. So it's going to be a quick advantage here for Deku.
That's with a free piece.
Yeah,
with another free piece.
Tethys
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. I think that's the...
Let's go.
I think that's the Dark Pro set, if my mind remembers set names. One of the fastest sets in this level. And pretty well executed. And Deku, 22 himself, not too bad, but yeah, that 11 seconds there for M4 from Tethys, very, very nice.
Check this also snipe M5A rank from him? No, I guess not.
No, because of the way this works is that he doesn't have the opportunity. He can only go up the rows now. So he can get...
I see.
So it looks like he's maybe going to go for Cityscape M5 as his next goal, which does make sense. As we see Deku going to be taking Wild Canyon M5A rank right now. So a big part of this sort of strategy is Deku's going to have a very good opportunity to get into row 3, which will give him a big advantage because then he can try and ease into Tethys' side of the board. And Tethys is going to have to try and find a way to get onto Deku's side of the board to stop him getting goals. There's going to be the strategy here. So you're going to want to get into those rows 4 and 5 of your own to try and take out your opponents so they have to take longer than getting their goals, or you can lock them out of them. As you see, Deku really struggling with this clip out.
It can be annoying because you gotta hold right more than upright at first, and then you have to like sort of build up the speed and then commit.
Yeah, what he's doing is holding upright the whole time. So as soon as he starts clipping out of bounds, that's when he needs to start holding right to get sort of behind the statue. He's just not quite holding far enough right. And so this is good news for Tethys, who does have the hardest start of the board.
There we go.
There you go. He gets out. He should still, I think, comfortably get the A rank here. Yeah, he will do. Oh no, that was his second attempt. So Yeah, he gets the Wild Canyon M5 A rank and the M5. As part of it, you can get both of them.
Oh damn! Deku
So
with the better early ones.
yeah, so Deku's going to want to try and get something from Tethys' side of the board here, but there's nothing really early. So he's going to go back into story. Probably going to be looking at that Metal Harbor M3 B rank. Would be my guess of where he wants to go next. Because as you can see, like the second row for Deku, so that Sonic's Ancient Light row, is now locked out from him. So he'd have to get something in row 1 to then get another row 2 goal. So if you can get something from your opponent's 5th row, so if Deku can find a way to take that Metal Harbor M3, which is probably going to be his target, the B rank and M3, he will stop Tethys being able to get on the board one time. So that'll be a massive play for Deku if he can go and get that goal. Which, as it looks right now, having the story advantage, he probably is going to be able to take both of those from Tethys.
Yeah. It's looking like going back to Cityscape M5 might not have been the play.
I understand it, wanting to... Because it would have been, if he wasn't going for it, it's something Deku could have gone for after getting Wild Canyon. So this is sort of like an early defense. But it does leave the door open because Deku isn't going for that Cityscape, that he will be able to get in there and take it.
And the thing is, if what happens if Deku gets M3 B rank and there's Metal Harbor M3 in the next column? Does that count for 2 at once?
I'm pretty sure he can just take both of those goals because he has completed them both. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty unfortunate one for Tethys, but there's not a lot he could have known about it. This is purely a case of Deku here could have gone for City Escape and been locked out of that goal. Tethys could have had the advantage. It's just one of those, took a guess. Oh, interesting. Tethys is backing out now. So Tethys is going to get back into the story.
I think he sees what's going on here, so it's a bit of goal splitting going on. Steven Davis strat.
Yeah, so whether or not this is going to work out well for him or not, he's might have a bit of a... He's going to be far behind Deku now. Deku, of course, being most of the way through Prison Lane before Tethys has even entered. In fact, he's probably going to finish before Tethys actually loads in.
Yeah.
So this is looking like a pretty good start here for Deku. He's probably going to get 5 onto the board before Tethys gets his second. But early starts here mean nothing. I mean, if you look at Deku's other starts, so his other getting position 1s, he's got to do Route 101 M2, which is not a fast goal. He's got to go all the way through Route 101. He's Meat Herd M2, another not very fast one, quite late into the story. Death Chain with 100 rings, quite an awkward level. His only other good, like easy start here would be Green Forest M1 with a magnetic shield. Whereas Tethys is game over in Mission Street, which is not a bad one, but Metal Harbor M3, which Deku's probably going to try and steal. And then he's got to do the Hidden Base M4, which is quite a slow one, and 2 Chow Box in Final Rush, which is a very late one.
Oh, the Deku light dash! Funny light dash moment sometimes.
Yeah, light dash is yeah, it's a button press in this game that doesn't like to work properly. It's horrible, to say the least.
Tethys with a clean end here. The prison lane's looking like. Just got to get the second gate hop without losing too much speed. Oh, looking solid. This is going to be a low 130.
Yeah, looking at 133. Not bad at all from Tethys. You'll have to see that.
Wow. That is, oof.
You see Deku here coming to the end of what looks like it's been a pretty, other than that light dash moment, a pretty solid Metal Harbor. Yeah, getting the 122. So I imagine we're probably going to see Deku quitting out now and going for that Metal Harbor M3 B rank. And
Problem is, though, you lose a lot of time later on if you quit out and have to rewatch this cutscene. And then the following one after it, too. So it could be an RTA play to save time overall to go in and finish both of those stages real quick.
Yeah, it's sort of an interesting play here because he took the Chow Key obviously early on, which gave him the advantage in the Wild Canyon mission, but then didn't take the Chow Key here in Metal Harbor.
Oh, Tethys, no! Oh, the recovery!
Tethys is a fantastic save, but yeah, Deku not taking the Chow Key in Metal Harbor which would have saved him from having to watch this cutscene. So, sort of forgetting his own strategy there. But we'll see. I'm imagining a quit out here from him. No, he's going to play through it. Very interesting. So is there one? There's no one in Green Forest next up for him. So unless he's going for another start point, he's going to go for that Green Forest M1 now. But this does give Tethys a chance, potentially, to save himself on that Metal Harbor M3B rank if Deku doesn't quit out.
Yeah, both of these cutscenes combined are like a minute or so for all, right?
Yeah, it's a very, very long RTA section. It's really not very fun.
Great time for breaks mid-run. If you need to get a drink or check your phone. Tethys was a little late on the loop skip there, but it still finishes with a solid. Was that a 130? Okay, maybe not so solid, but still a comfortable Metal Harbor time. Very easy from Deku. Get the storage into the spring, charge the spin dash early, yep. Oh, but doesn't stick on the ground. Gonna lose him in a couple seconds there. Will we get the setup for mini wall run? I think so, yep. Oh, but has to back out. Oh, grabbing the rings.
Yeah, so he's grabbing the rings here, obviously going to go for the shield to try and get that. Getting the green shield now, he'll get the magnetic shield off the next checkpoint. Be interesting if Tethys backs out here now to save that Metal Harbor M3. No, he's going to continue as well. So interesting plays from like Deku here going for. He's going to go for his task run.
Yes. Yeah.
And jumping off nice and clean. Yeah, very clean task run there from Deku.
Wow. GG.
And a second magnetic shield just really confirmed getting this goal. So yeah, it's Deku back at the start of the board. So that opens up a lot more of the board to him now. So you can get anything from his row 1, his row 2, or the row 4.
So it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Tethys backs out here and saves his Metal Harbor M3s.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he's not done that already. He might avoid it again here because of this long cutscene. But at the same time, you're really opening the door to Deku to taking that double goal, really. No, Tethys is going to play through Green Forest, so interesting to see it from our players.
There's upsides and downsides to both, right? Like, yeah, if you could get the goals early on, but you know that you're just gonna have to watch that cutscene again later on, right? So
yeah, which is why it surprised me. It's very surprising they didn't go for the Chowkey in Metal Harbor to sort of prevent that problem. Oh, a rare miss hunting play there from Deku, getting a bit awkward, going for very high up. Second piece is the person we're waiting for, so I'm trying to go for the. Interesting, the Tethys has got the Ancient Light, so he can't click that goal yet. But I think when he gets to the point that he's completed something on that third row, he will be able to just click that goal straight away because he has completed it. He just can't claim it yet. Oh, Tethys! Tethys was going for the Chow box there so that he can skip the cutscenes. And then probably going to go for that Metal Harbor to try and steal that goal, or at least get himself in position to take that goal. But taking the 15-second death. So the fact he's going for this Chowkey would suggest to me that he does intend to wall run here. Otherwise, you would pick up the one on the tree. And he didn't get the Chowkey. Because it's not there.
He didn't, no.
I think he broke the box the first time, so it wouldn't be there.
He's still going to go for the wall run.
As we see,
but he can't make it, so he could still get it. Unless he doesn't. Maybe he thinks he has it.
No, okay, good. But Deku here entering Green Forest, so Deku probably going to take the Ancient Light goal and the M2 at the same time. I know he attempted to do this in his bingo match yesterday, but got beaten to the Ancient Light because his opponent grabbed it in M1.
And so Don, and for those of us that are just joining, Invasion Bingo is basically kind of like Breakout. You have to get goals on a certain part of the board. Like for Tethys, you have to start at the bottom for the first row, and Deku had to start at the top for his row. And then they can slowly make their way down the board and collect goals in the next column or row. Oh, look at that. We have a command. It does the job for us.
Yeah, as you see Deku here very much managing his ring route there. Grabs the Ancient Light, ticks it off, and then finishes the M2.
Deku with an absolutely killer lead on Tethys here in the beginning. It's definitely going to put Tethys in a position to want to try to just reclaim and claw some of that lead back. But to see how both these runners play from here on out, because I think Deku's going to have to make some more story progression. Unless,
yeah, so Deku opening up row 3 for himself there. So Green Forest M3 is there. I think what Deku might be trying to do here is block off as much of that row 3 as possible. So he's got time to spend getting the goals on his side. Forcing Tethys to maybe go late for something like Aquatic Mine M5A rank, which if you can't do it without the sunglasses is a really late goal. So anything like that, sort of smart here from Deku as we see Tethys here securing up that M3 Metal Harbor, which is a double start for him. So he's going to get the goal on row 2, and he'll also get the start again on his row 1. So I think, in my opinion, a bit of a misplay from Deku not taking this when he had the opportunity and sort of forcing Tethys back. And Deku's taking a death there in the M3. Not a massive one. He's not going to suffer from it.
Oh, Tethys going up to grab the 1 ring. That's the one nice thing about M3s in 180s or A ranks is a death doesn't really matter. You can still... Oh, the damage boost. Let's go. But yeah, you can take a tech checkpoint death and still get your A rank for M3.
So we see Tethys now going through... so Deku now deciding to go through Metal Harbor. He's going to be beaten to both of these goals, of course, by Tethys, who's in the stage now on M3. Deku, of course, having to do the M2. So...
Tethys is going to have to remember to make sure to wait just long enough.
Yeah, I think we saw in one of yesterday's bingo matches, Drywall getting the Chow a little early, not getting the B rank. Tethys now waiting for a Deku, I think, dying there in the M2, so not really going to put up much of a fight at all here for Tethys, who knows. But it is 50 seconds, sorry. Yeah, Tethys marking off both of those goals now. So has access to that row 3. Which I'm surprised Deku here isn't... Oh, Deku can't, sorry. He's already taken the row 3 goal. So that Pumpkin Hill M2 now will be looking very good for Tethys. He's probably going to want that M2. Then looking at that M4, which will take a massive sort of gateway into Deku's side of the board. So that's probably going to... If I was Tethys, that'd be my next step for it. Would be trying to get that Pumpkin Hill M2 and M4. Sort of limiting how much options Deku has getting to that row 3.
Oh, absolutely. And at that point, it looks like that Deku's just going to want to get his story progression, try to get the 2 Chow boxes in Aquatic Mine, maybe go for the hidden Chow animals and hidden base, as well as hidden base and one with 100 rings.
Yeah, so
pretty tricky one to do.
I think he's also going to be looking very much, I think, either Route 101 M2 or Death Chamber with 100+ rings, getting back onto that board, getting back into that row 2. Because Tethys has a few options with that gaming over in Mission Street, which isn't too far away to get back onto the start point. He's already started Cityscape. I think he's gone through M3. So Tethys got a good position to go through the first 2 rows in not too much time.
Oh yeah, you have a really good point, yeah. He just has to restart a bunch at the beginning of Mission Street and then take damage repeatedly from the same enemy.
Yeah, I think a massive point, challenge for this is getting into that row 4 or your opponent's row 2, because you do need the 13 goals, so you do need at least 3 from the row 3. But if you can start breaking into that row 4 or even 5 if you have the opportunity, it really limits how much defense your opponent can put up, and you can just sort of sit and farm your first 2 rows, which is a lot slower for them to do. So yeah, we see Tethys quitting out, going to Pumpkin Hill as I thought he would, probably going to look at claiming these two goals. Then I'd imagine we'd see him probably game over in Mission Street straight away because he has access to that level now.
I did it!
A little bit of an interesting route here from Tethys. He didn't grab all the rings down at the bottom. So he's coming back for the balloon now.
That was a little tough.
See Deku out of Mission Street, so he's going to be entering into Aquatic Mime. So he's probably going to go for the 2 Chow boxes here to get his name onto that row 4 of Tethys's. So both of them getting that invasion going. It'll be interesting to see if any of them can claim one of the M5s. Row 5s. Deku, of course, going to have, after getting this Chow box, a good chance at the game over in Mission Street M1. Which I think Tethys might need to realize and block, because that M4 currently isn't in danger, but game overing in Mission Street is.
I think, doesn't Tethys need to go back to get a goal in the 2nd row and the 3rd row before getting Pumpkin Hill M4? Or can he get Pumpkin Hill M4 now and then go back and do those things, then just instantly click it?
Yeah, so because he's already got Pumpkin Hill M2, he now have access to that row 4, so he can get either Pumpkin Hill M4, Pyramid Cave M5, or Eternal Engine. Obviously going to go for the Pumpkin Hill one now.
Right. He has a free one that he can still use an M4. Right.
Yeah. But as soon as Deku claims his 2 Chow boxes, he's then going to have access to that first row of Tethys's, so that hidden base M4, the game over at Mission Street, and the 2 Chow boxes in the final rush. So I can see him trying to claim this game over in Mission Street if Tethys isn't careful.
Absolutely. So that's going to be the next play from Tethys then once he gets his M4 is probably get the game over during Mission Street M1 real quick.
He's got to be careful though, because Deku now exiting with that goal has access to that game over in Mission Street. So we'll probably be going for that now, and it's probably going to beat Tethys to it. So that's going to be a massive play for Deku, getting that start point away from Tethys and the extra goal. Tethys is still making his way through the M4 here. Be interesting if he thinks of it. I can imagine a quit out here straight away from... No, Deku's going to play the stage. Very interesting.
Wow.
So, again, personally, from sort of my perspective, I think this is another misplay. He's losing out on a very quick goal and stopping Tethys getting onto the board, potentially. But, of course, this is a completely new thing for SA2, so these sort of strategies may not be coming into our runners who don't really have much time to think about it. They're just sort of playing.
No, absolutely.
As we see the Deku cursor making an appearance over Tails' head. Perhaps Deku's worried about Tethys getting into his 5th row and might be trying to block out that Route 101 M2 goal here.
Get your game over. Get your game over, Tethys.
Yeah, you can see Tethys here restarting. This is quite a troll one. I'm pretty sure this was input into this as one of the ones where it's quite slow to get these restarts. Obviously, you've got quite a few lives at this point, but even dying as a mech character when there's no early pit is quite a pain, as you're going to have to run into that enemy 4 or 5 times to take the death. I'm pretty sure if you ask Tommy, he'll tell you that is exactly the reason he added this one into it.
Well, you could be smart and like you can be really risky with your lives early on, go for reset strats or something. Whatever you need to do just to have a low life count going into it. But it's hard when you have to do M2s leading up to this point.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going for stuff that does get you lives up until this point, it's really not helpful for this one. You are going to be losing loads of time just resetting. Tethys has successfully died and protected that goal from Deku. So Deku here pretty limited in that 5th row now. He can go for the hidden base M4 or the 2 Chow boxes in the final rush. Neither of those are going to be coming up that soon, I would imagine. And what
looking like Deku might have a chance to really quickly get Route 101 M2 here. But
yeah, I think he probably should, just to try and block it off from Tethys. Try and force Tethys to go, if you want something in that row 5 from Meteor Herd even. But because he has the story advantage, Deku could potentially take every goal in that 1st row and just stop Tethys getting anywhere near it. But we'll see if they make those decisions.
That's the clean break with the box, gets the weight hop, gets the pause hover, a spot that can really trip up a lot of runners. It's looking like Deku won't go for Route 101 and 2.
No, so Deku here is clearly going for the 100 rings in hidden base. You can tell by going to the left. So he's trying to get something from that row 4.
Oh, the hidden out channels too. Okay, the flex.
Yeah, so he's setting up that goal with the animals so that when he does get something in row 2, so either Pyramid Cave M5 or Eternal Engine 100 rings, you can just instantly click that goal. Because you can complete it and then click it later on as soon as you've unlocked it, but you can't obviously click that goal until you've done it, something before it to unlock it. So he's sort of doing a 2-for-1 here, getting the goal he can claim and setting up one for later once he sets himself in position to claim it.
So, in order for Deku to get 100 rings by the time he gets to the goal, is he going to have to go for a Mystic Melody here?
No, so there's no actual rings on the Mystic Melody route. We just use this mission in like 180s, for instance, to go that way. All the rings are linear in the stage. If you go to the left.
Oh, right. There's a couple capsules like by the last checkpoint, right?
Although, yeah, there is. Yeah, but Deku, I believe, is one. No, he's not. Sorry, I haven't. Miscounting, so he hasn't picked up those rings yet. So Deku, perfectly fine on the rings. He's going to hit this checkpoint, cut back, and take these capsules to get that 100 rings. And he only needs one more animal, which is right there. So he's got all his animals. He's got his 100 rings.
Just has to not take damage.
Yeah, so a couple of key keys to worry about. For the most part, you don't expect to take damage, especially not someone of Deku's sort of level in Hero Story at the moment.
Oh, but he could have whipped that pause hover. That would have been bad.
Nothing feels worse than whiffing a really consistent pause hover. It does feel terrible.
I've died to that specific spot so many times in hidden base. I don't want to admit.
See, Tethys is getting a little bit of a rough-looking aquatic mine here. It's going to be in there for about 50-odd seconds as Deku we see leaving. And getting that 100 rings goal ticked, meaning he now has access to Hidden Base M4 and Final Rush with 100... Final Rush with the 2 Chow boxes. I can't see him putting the effort in right now to go over the Hidden Base M4. But it wouldn't be the worst idea to sort of stop Tethys getting onto the board, potentially. But I think he's just going to keep playing through, potentially try and get to that Death Chamber with 100 rings.
Can be the smart play going for story progression right off the bat. It's easy to get tripped up in how many goals you can get early and then not realizing how much the other team has made progress in the story over you, right? So
yeah, you don't want to risk leaving yourself so far behind in the story that you get those first 5 goals, you 5-0 up and going, oh, we're doing really well, and then realizing the other team has the advantage on the 20 remaining goals. So it's sort of that balance of when do I go for something to stop them getting it, but what can I risk of like not going for now and leaving for later.
seems like Tethys' play right here might be to go for the 5 hidden Chow animals. And then double back and do City Escape M5 so he can click that off right away.
Yeah, I can see it potentially being a race to that one. We saw obviously Deku get it. Tethys is going to be close entering it. But yeah, you're right that Tethys can just do City Escape M4, M5, and then we'll be able to click that goal. Whereas Deku has to obviously do Death Chamber, and then with 100 rings, and then complete either Eternal Engine with 100 rings or Pyramid Cave M5. So it's sort of Deku getting the skewed gravity there. It's not a massive death, only 15 to 20 seconds. It's not too concerning for him, but not one you want to be taking if you can avoid it.
Gets the rail this time. Love to see it. The redemption.
Yeah, I can tell you right now.
You know,
with no doubt in my mind that Deku is going to be very disappointed and probably laughing about that 147 Pyramid Cave. Pretty sure he's somebody that not too inconsistently will be getting sub 130s. So yeah, see Deku now into Death Chamber, where he's going to be looking to grab all these rings.
So probably not going to want a Death Strat this blue room piece then.
No, the advantage of something like Deku is he's very good at hunting, and when it comes to something like Death Chamber with 100 rings, you don't worry too much about what pieces you get. You're going to be going through a lot of the level anyway, so a slightly iffy set here isn't going to be the end of the world, because you're going to be grabbing these pieces regardless, or these going to these areas pretty much regardless. If you want to avoid hitting those E101s.
Oh, Tethys going back to see the escape.
Oh, going to claim the Route 101 M2. So.
Oh, he can.
Clever. Yeah, he's seen Deku's not claimed this goal, and this is on Deku's first row. So this is Tethys basically taking away a start point here for Deku. So a good play here from Tethys.
Which will make it a lot harder
Deku
for.
Deku takes damage.
No.
So, yeah, taking the reset. So this is a big time loss here for Deku. Very unfortunate.
Enemy pieces are a bit of a troll in Death Chamber when you're trying to collect all the rings, because you have to make sure you're careful enough not to take damage.
You sort of have to be a bit fearless with those pieces and just sort of run at them and just punch, just knowing you are going to kill them when you get to a certain range. If you have any doubts in it, you're going to slow down and you're going to get hit. Let's see Tethys here.
Oh, and he already lost the magnetic shield.
Oh, and getting shot as well. So Deku here on his favorite stage, having a real tough time. I wonder if he's going to bail out of this 100 rings for now. No, he's... Oh, I can't tell if he's going to bail out and just try and finish the stage. Or maybe take death and try and get the rings from the start point again.
This might be the play, actually. Oh, it's on patrol! Yeah, now he's going for it. Okay, all right. The recovery. It was just a play. It was the RNG manip.
So yeah, Deku here, I can imagine, is going to go for his ring route here, get the 100 rings, and then go back. We see Tethys now in Cityscape M4. So he's going to go for that M4 and then the M5 to claim that goal. And it'd be interesting to see. I didn't see him do hidden base, but he might try and get himself in a position where he can take that hidden base goal, because although Deku has finished that mission, he's not got a mission leading up to it to claim it. So Tethys here might be trying to steal that 5 hidden Chow in hidden base goal from Deku.
Yeah, Tethys might have... Go ahead.
I was going to say, that would put Tethys in a very strong position if he can claim a second goal in that third row. Especially having one in Deku's first row.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to make it a lot harder for Deku to, like, just try to click off his own Chow Animal goal at this point, because he's going to have to play all the way to Pyramid Cave M5, or go through another torturous ring route in Eternal Engine M1.
See, Deku is 7 rings short, gets the ring capsule, so he's got his 100 rings. Grabbing bugs don't like it. But yeah, pretty awful for his standards anyway. Death Chamber run there for Deku. So now has access, of course, to Death Chamber, to Pyramid Cave M5 or Eternal Engine M100 rings. I imagine it's going to be the M1 he goes for, the Eternal Engine. But he's got a couple of bosses to get through first. It's going to be a bit of a race between him and Tethys of who's going to get this hidden base goal. I'd suggest it's probably Deku, but it's very easy to die when doing any of these Eternal Engine skips. So, certainly not over yet. Tethys can still be looking at claiming that goal for himself.
Tethys finishes up City Escape M4 here, just has to get through M5. Which, with any luck, he can hopefully hit C Skip 4.
Yeah, the M5's a lot more awkward because there's a ramp in the way, so you have to sort of go for the old CE strat to get it. So we're going to see how confident Tethys is at the old CE method. He is entering into the M5 now. Deku's got to get through Egg Golem and then the Eternal Engine M1 before claiming this goal. So I don't think Tethys has done the hidden base yet, so it's still very much advantage for Deku on claiming this goal, but certainly not over yet from Tethys' perspective. And even if he does, even if Deku does get that 5 hidden animals, we did see Tethys earlier practicing the Aquatic Mine M5 without sunglasses, so he might then try and claim that middle goal. But you'd have to say with if Deku does have Tethys head.
Oh no, he doesn't have the ring.
You can spin dash jump through this gap. It's a little awkward, but it is doable. I've seen Tethys do it before. There he goes. He gets through.
Let's go, Tethys.
So that was rather painless, all in all.
It's not like Iron Gate M5 where you realize you're screwed.
So yeah, Tethys here.
Let's go.
He's attempting the old siege, not having enough speed for it, but a valiant attempt.
Always got to play for the pog there. You never know what could happen. But this is Deku's chance now to show how good he is at skipless Eternal Engine with the rings. Avoiding some, just realizing he avoided the rings there.
So yeah, Eternal Engine is... There's a couple of enemies that sort of can troll you in this mission. A certain Artificial Chaos does come to mind that's ruined many of people's M2s. Oh, as we see Tethys here playing this nice and safe through his M5. But any failure here from Deku, I'd imagine really does open the door for Tethys. You'd imagine it could take probably 2 minutes or so through Eternal Engine with through Hidden Base with those animals. And if you do get hit, there's a long way to go around to get rings for Deku. So this could really come down to if Deku gets this first try or not. Tethys having a bit of a struggle here with his truck section. Alright, Deku there, playing that Artificial Chaos nice and safe. Avoiding hits here, so he's going to grab the 20 from the checkpoint, the 20 through the other side of a door that'll be closed, so it's sort of a blind shot for a 20 ring capsule. Then he will be going... Yeah, grab the checkpoint first, Deku. Then he will be going for old E skip, I imagine. If he can hit this ring capsule. Oh, he's really struggling with it. As we see Tethys now going back into the story, so going into Hidden Base. So now it comes down to the race of, can Tethys get through this? Or can Deku hit the ring capsule? He's got the ring capsule now, but any mistake here on this old E skip, so getting lost out of bounds, missing the goal ring, will pretty much hand this goal to Tethys. So we see the old strat trying to get out of bounds. Shout out to Dark Pro, and sure nobody should follow anymore. We have a much better way of doing this now, guys. Please don't try this method anymore. He does slide out of bounds.
What's the consistent setup for this strat?
So there's you sort of hover over to it and drop into it rather than the running strat. Just because of the door opening and just sliding into the right position is a lot more awkward than the old strat. Whereas just hovering over to it and getting pushed out of bounds by the door is just so much easier. Now you can do it. But Deku seems to have a good angle, so I'm imagining we're going to see that Hidden Base goal ticked off any minute now. Assuming he does hit the goal ring here. Very, very easy to get lost. Oh, I think Deku has got a bit lost. See, I haven't done this strat in so long. I couldn't even tell you where this is. So hopefully now he's adjusting himself. But is he going to be too low? I think Deku's going to be lost here. I think Deku's going to struggle to finish this level now. Which means, yes, Deku's too low. Deku's going to die. I don't even know if there's a kill plane out here. He might have to reset, which means this is going to be Tethys' goal. Yeah, I think he's gone too far sort of towards us in the 3D perspective as Tethys dies. So that's only a 15-second death for Tethys. It's not the end of the world. He doesn't lose his animals.
Has he already got them all?
Yeah, he's already got his 5 animals, I believe. As Deku just continues to meander around lost in space. And he's going to exit out. So is he going to retry it? No, he's going into stage select. So he might be going for the Aquatic Mine M5 here. Oh, no, he can't. Sorry. He has to... As we see Tethys, they're clicking off the hidden base. So he's finished. So Deku's going to go for the hidden base M4, it looks like.
Oh my goodness, this is the race you like to see, folks. It's really close now. It's even, and both these runners have an opportunity to take it from the other.
Yeah, so only 7 goals left on the board. This is really looking like quite a tight race. We're going to see Deku here going for hidden base M4. Tethys loading into Pyramid Cave, so he's going through story still. What are Tethys' options, really? He can go for Meteor Herd M4. And he's also got access to Pyramid Cave M5 and Eternal Engine M1. I wonder if he's going to back himself more to get that Eternal Engine M1, which would potentially give him access to Meteor Herd M2 as well, which is another definite start point.
It was a weird mock bounce there.
Yeah, Tethys here not quite getting the height. There he goes. So yeah, Deku's sort of giving up his story advantage here as well, because if he's going to have to go through hidden base M4, this gives Tethys a great chance to catch up and get into Eternal Engine at the same time. And if he can get out of that mission with that goal, he will be in Meteor Herd before Deku, and could take that Meteor Herd M2 from Deku and really, really put himself in a very powerful position to win this, as Deku will have no other avenues to get onto the board. Yeah, Tethys claiming Eternal Engine and Meteor Herd would force Deku to have to do Pyramid Cave and Aquatic Mine, and then Meteor Herd M4 as his only really route to victory. So, sort of limiting his options here is Deku by taking this route.
Went for pole hop. Looking like we get some clean pause offers here. Easy clap. Let's go.
Yeah, so Tethys there finishing off his Pyramid Cave. So I can very much see him here rushing to Eternal Engine. See Deku flying through hidden base M3. It's looking like if Deku can avoid any mistakes, he should still be able to get back into Eternal Engine before Tethys. But it's whether or not he risks going back for the M1 with 100 rings. He might choose to avoid that, in which case he should be able to get to Meteor Herd first and claim that Meteor Herd M2, sort of limiting where Tethys will stop on his sort of hunt through his goals. We're still sort of forcing somebody to go for that Pyramid Cave M5. It's going to be likely Deku that has to go for that one, which is quite a slow one. But that would then mean Tethys has to go himself to final rush 2 Chow boxes to get back onto the board. So quite an interesting strategic battle going on as we get to the end of this level. Tethys's camera playing around a bit. Does get the piece. Accidentally grabs a ring, so a bit of a slow death here from Tethys. Let's see what death strats have got involved. Yeah, Tethys not getting lucky here at all. You see Deku on his way through the M4. Tethys really getting unlucky. This is not an unlikely piece to give you a death piece. Tethys just getting completely rolled.
Finally, on the last life. Oh, and he breaks the box. Oh, and it's connect the dots. Oh my goodness, that.
Yeah, there's no luck at all there really for Tethys.
Movement pretty clean though for the recovery. Yeah, so we see the Deku's clicked that off there, so he's just finished up the stage.
Okay, that's something I didn't know about this. So Deku having finished Hidden Base M4. Okay, no, sorry, I just didn't notice he had 2 things on that 4th row. So yeah, Deku's only options now really are the Meteor Herd M2, which he's not got to yet, the Eternal Engine M1, re-going for that, Pyramid Cave M5, or going all the way to Final Rush. So be interesting now what he does. Is he going to go for this M1 with 100 rings again?
Yeah.
Or is he going to go straight to Meteor Herd, try and get the M2, and prevent Tethys from being able to get that?
I would imagine Deku knows the value of having to do it right this time and get the 100 rings, but
So
it's looking like he's not caring about it. He's not caring about the rings, though.
Doesn't know that way at all. Deku, yeah, definitely skipping over all of these rings. So I think he's going to go for Bofa here, try and get to Meteor Herd M2. Which he does. He hits the Quan. Let's go.
You get the Quan. Gotta celebrate with the Quan.
Yeah, so very nice there from Deku. So I can see him going here for Meteor Herd M2. Probably also going to get the upgrade sunglasses. So I think his road to victory here might be the Meteor Herd M2, potentially Pyramid Cave M5, and then Aquatic Mine. All his roads here go through that Pyramid Cave M5 if he's avoiding the M1 with 100 rings. So Tethys here into Eternal Engine, you imagine. Oh, Deku getting hit, so he's clipping back inbounds.
There'll be a little bit of time loss, but don't think it's going to stop him too much.
He's going to be saved by that the wind at the bottom of the stage, so...
Tethys with 10 rings. Looking like he's going to try to take it.
I think Tethys has to go for this now. I think he has to go for the 100 rings. And then it's going to be a race for that Aquatic Mine A rank. So Tethys' road to victory here is going to be the Eternal Engine M1 100 rings, 2 Chow boxes in Final Rush, Meteor Herd M4, and Aquatic Mine A ranks by the look of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pyramid Cave M5 plays a hand in here somewhere. I'm not sure if Deku or Tethys will go for it, but either one could.
I think Deku has to go for it. He has to go for either that or the M1 with 100 rings. He can't win without another thing on that second row. Like, he physically can't finish if he doesn't have one. So I can see him going for Pyramid Cave M5 after getting Meteor Herd M2. And then probably playing for the Aquatic Mine M5 A rank. But it'll be interesting to see which way he does go with it. But he has to get one of these on row 2 to have any chance of victory. And if Tethys is about to claim this Eternal Engine M1 with 100 rings, then that leaves Deku with no other choice.
Deku grabbing the Chow Key, very smart.
Yeah, so we're going to avoid that Rouge cutscene, getting Drilling Tower. Choosing not to pause, trying to use the... you can use the hint radar at the bottom of the screen to tell which Drill Tower this is, but Deku not successfully managing on this occasion. It's certainly harder than with the pause screen. You don't get as much long to look at it, and your reference isn't quite as good.
Tethys just not taking the old EE strat.
No, he might. He needs to get the 100 rings first. So he hits the ring capsule. So yes, he is going back here for the old EE.
Yep.
And so this is the method we're talking about. Tethys doesn't quite get it. It was a bit rushed. You need to wait for that door to close so it can push you out when it opens. And hold a little bit right. So he's a bit too early there, so that door isn't coming to open to push him out. I don't know if Tethys realizes that you need to use the door to push you out of bounds here. So he needs to wait for this to close before... There he goes. So he's wait for the door to close. If he holds a bit right... No, it's holding straight forward.
The doors is just not playing nice.
Tethys hasn't got quite a good time right here.
Or Meteor Herd M2, yeah.
Tethys is a little bit late on when he's holding right here. So Deku here. Oh, missing the meteorite, knowing to quit out rather than restart. Oh, Tethys, go on. Tethys is kind of imploding right now on this clip out. Come on, Tethys, you got it.
Come on, Tethys. Tethys.
I see Deku now making his way. Oh, Tethys getting hit! Oh, he was going to take the normal route through and then gets hit. So Deku gets hit by a meteorite and Mia hurt him too. Oh, 100 rings is not going well for either our two runners today, is it?
100 rings can be very annoying sometimes.
Interesting that Deku's choosing not to restart here. So he's going to go hunting for the rest of these rings.
Maybe opts to take the sunglasses? I don't know.
Yeah, he might clip down, try and finish with the sunglasses. Wouldn't be the worst idea if he's going for the Aquatic Mine M5 after this, or in a moment when he goes Pyramid Cave M5.
Yeah, I think that's the play from Deku here. Yeah, the boost up, the spring, and then the clipping.
That does leave us a bit of a race, because that could potentially be a race here between Tethys and Deku. Once Tethys gets this one and sees Meteorhead M2 is gone, I think they're both going to realize, oh, Tethys just walking straight off the stage and game overing.
No!
Yeah, I think that they're both going to realize the importance of that Aquatic Mine M5 A rank. And it's going to be a race then between how fast Tethys can get through Meteorhead M4 and how fast Deku can get through Pyramid Cave M5. Now, I'd suggest that Meteorhead is a significantly faster route to go there, but Deku probably going to be entering into it now. Will have that advantage. Oh, Deku's going back into story, so he might be going for the two chat boxes and final rush. As we see, has Tethys given up on the 100 rings here?
I think so.
I think he's going for both of us. I think they've both given up on the 100 rings.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it from you.
So I think Tethys might be going to try and secure that Meteorhead M4. Then taking that Aquatic Mine M1, which will put both of them onto 11. Deku needs to get this two Chow boxes and final rush. And then it's going to be a race of basically who can get Pyramid Cave M5 first. And then we could be in with a very fun situation of both of our runners attempting EM1 with 100 rings, having both kind of struggled a bit today.
Yeah, it's not a fun one to do. Luckily, you know, in 180, when you have to do the mission with 100 rings, you can just stop right there when you shoot the two capsules. But with this goal, you have to double back and do old E skip, and it can be tricky.
It's just not a skip most of our newer runners are familiar with. Like anybody that's been playing the game the last couple of years has only really known Bofa as a skip because there's just no point learning old E skip. Even myself, I learned old E skip purely for 180 reasons, and I don't even do it in 180 anymore because I don't like it that much. So
this is where May and Champo would win on this one because they're good at old E skip.
But it's going to be interesting here sort of plays. So it's going to be a race of Deku getting through final rush with two Chow boxes because he aimed way too low there. So Deku is struggling as well with Crazy Gadget. So definitely handing Tethys an advantage because he's going to be entering into Meteor Herd now. He's going to want to get that M4. And then we'll probably go for that Pyramid Cave M5. I don't know. Force Deku into Eternal Engine. Tethys is struggling to get a piece he wants to take. Deku out of bounds. And comfortably hitting the very center of the Crazy Gadget goal ring.
Overshot it and initially had a neutral stick at the end there.
Yeah, it's always the problem you prefer on that stage when you overshoot it rather than massively undershoot it.
What a troll set.
Yeah, Teth is just not getting lucky at all here in Meteor Herd.
Why is he checking for pieces? This is his last piece.
I think he's looking for a Chao key, yeah, so he can skip the Rouge cutscene.
There we go, okay.
So a little bit of method to that madness there from Tethys.
There we go. Deku is probably going to go for the 2 Chao boxes now at this point.
Yeah, so see if he knows both of them are. So he wants to go left here at the start. So he's not going for that early Chao box. Oh no, he is. He's just going a different way to get it. Okay, fair enough. So gets that first one.
Oh, then you can actually still do a far skip, right?
Yeah, if you get the 2 early Chao boxes, which he's probably going to do here. There's one just under this ledge. As we see Tethys exiting out. Also getting the Chao keys to avoid having to go through the Shadow cutscene. As Tethys now going for Pyramid Cave M5, so he's going to try and lock Deku out of that one and force him to go through EE. So I like this from Tethys. Because he must have realized that Deku, after going through Meteor had probably attempted Eternal Engine 100 Rings and failed it. For those of you that are watching the marathon would know that Tethys was ILing the stage against JW, so has a bit of M2 practice in him, although slightly messes up the ring route. Nothing too catastrophic. Still getting a sub 30. If he can remember those rings back here, yep. Okay, not getting sub 30 because of it. So yeah, Tethys is going to have the massive advantage for this Pyramid Cave M5, meaning Deku's going to be forced to go for Eternal Engine M1 with 100 rings. So we can see the fun of Deku endlessly flying around Eternal Engine again, hoping to find a goal ring. Also, did Deku die? I didn't realize he's not as far into the stage as I thought he'd be. So I think he must have hit a kill plane at some point. So all more advantage for Tethys here to get through these Pyramid Cave missions. Because I imagine that's where Deku's going to want to go to next. Even though he knows that, well, he might go back for Eternal Engine knowing that it is a win condition. He just needs to get that to win, but I just want to see both our runners being forced to go for that mission at the same time. I really want to see Tethys get this, go through Meteor Herd, quickly get Aquatic Mine, and then both our runners still struggling to get through Eternal Engine with 100 rings. That's what Sacer Events needs right now.
Yes!
We'll see. We'll see just how much does Deku hate Pyramid Cave. Oh, hate Eternal Engine. Will he select to try and go for the Pyramid Cave M5?
Might go for Meteor here M4, to be honest. Oh, wait,
He doesn't
he
have
can't.
access to it. He can only go for
Yeah.
that row 2. He can only go for Eternal Engine or Pyramid Cave. As we see Tethys exiting out. So he's going to go for the 100 rings. Oh no, did he enter M2?
The M2.
I think he
Tethys.
just realized. Yeah. Okay, so we do have this race.
Oh,
Who can get
let's go. It's the shootout. It's the shootout. Tethys knows that if he doesn't do this now.
So this is Tethys being quite smart. He's realizing that Deku has a win condition of one of these 2 missions, realizing Eternal Engine is the faster of the 2. So he's backing out to try and get this before Deku, which would force Deku to go through Pyramid Cave M5, which will take him a few minutes. It's not quick, because the Chao is quite deep into the run. The M4, the M5 are both a minute and a half if you're playing well.
No,
Tethys
Tethys!
getting hit. So he's going to back himself to go through Meteor Herd and Aquatic Mine in that time, but he has to get this before Deku. Now, the big question on my mind is Deku going to try old E-skip again? Does he know where? Does he back himself to know where he's going, or is he going to try and finish the stage normally with 100 rings?
Tethys is like hoping for a mess up here from Deku, either losing his rings or just struggling with old E skip again.
The thing is, the Deku never found that gory. He didn't find out if he was which direction that was going the wrong way. Like, he doesn't necessarily know how to fix his problem. So he might try and do this completely skipless. We're about to find out. Oh, he's missed up the ring route here, so he can't now go for old E skip because he got the checkpoint second. He got the speed shoes. So he's now going to have to go through this section and get to the end without getting hit. So he obviously didn't know there's a shield. And he gets hit! Deku gets hit! Okay, so advantage massively in Tethys' favor now, as he is right at where old E skip is. But the question is, can Tethys get out of bounds? Tethys not messing up, getting the shield. So Tethys is going to go through this without... I imagine he's going to go through this without the skip. In which case, avoid these rings. Don't waste your time getting to 20 if you're going for the rest of the stage, Tethys.
I think he's going to go back for old E in this case.
But the fact he got the shield makes me suggest he might not. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. Can E-Rock runners finish this mission with 100 rings?
This is so bad for Tethys.
Oh,
He's
Tethys
just struggling.
Tethys, no!
Don't you want to be in the upright corner?
There's sort of setups for it. There's sort of not. It's very much a...
Oh, you got a life. That's one.
So you got the wrong capsule. As Deku is very quickly catching up to him now as he just stands there shooting at a wall. Oh, Tethys just give up on it and go to the stage normally. Come on. I don't even care. This is going to make me late for my match in a minute. Oh, Tethys half giving up. Going back at it.
Come on, Tethys.
I recommend to all runners attempting to do this mission, once go and open the door and have a look at where the ring capsule is. It will make this so much easier for you if you have a visual idea of where the ring capsule is. As we see Deku hitting the Chow box there, so he was very close to the ring capsule.
It's all about who can hit this capsule now.
And then can they finish the stage? So they're both obviously going to be going for old E skip here. This wouldn't make sense if they weren't. But this is one of the most fantastic things I've ever seen in SA2 speedrunning. Two very, very good runners, both unable to shoot. As Deku gets the life as well. Deku's got the ring capsule. Deku's got it. So Deku attempting. Tethys. Oh, he's readjusting. Okay. As Deku's out of bounds, but does he know where he's going this time?
No.
Can Deku find the goal ring?
This could be it for Tethys. This could be it.
Oh, this is so funny. Tethys gets it! Tethys has the ring capsule! He's going back for E-skip. Can he get it this time? Hold right. There he goes!
Yes,
Tethys out of bounds!
I was hoping for a bungie skip from Deku here.
Okay, but Tethys held A way too early, so his camera's all funky. So now it comes down. Can they find the goal ring?
What is the camera? What is Tethys?
Tethys is going somewhere.
Deku's there.
He's found the goal ring. Deku gets it. Deku hits the goal ring. Deku gets
GG.
it.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh, that was the 3-minute
GG.
Eternal Engine of all times. That was amazing.
Next time.
Oh my goodness. I want to hear from these runners. I don't know about you.
Yeah, thank both of our runners so much. That was incredible. I'm so glad we got to witness that.
GG.
Holy shit!
You're both fantastic. That was amazing to watch.
That was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
I think it's a really good format that I want to see more of in SA2. But can I just ask both of you, Eternal Engine M1 with 100 rings, go.
It's the worst goal. No, I spent like 3 minutes at the end. Like, okay, I tried it before.
Only
and, like,
three?
I would have gotten it, but I kept fucking up Eternal Engine skip, and then I was like, screw this, I'm just going for it normally, it's not that hard. And then I immediately get hit by the robot and lose everything.
Do the same thing.
No, right. The last 4 minutes of that race was the two of you running into a door shooting blindly. Like
there was like a moment where I just stopped and like turned around, and it was like just like such a real life look at the camera moment. And I was just, oh, it was great. That was really good.
Yeah, that legitimately might be one of the funniest things I've seen in speedrunning is the two of you just blindly shooting and failing to hit castle for like 2 minutes. It was amazing.
I realigned myself. I was like, all right, let's try something different, and then proceeded to shoot for another minute. No, I like that though.
And then what you don't realize is earlier on, Deku did that mission like linearly, clipped out of bounds, and then just had no idea where to go. He was so lost, just
Yeah,
flying
I
around
was so
space.
lost.
We don't
So-
know these old tricks, you see. We don't know these old tricks.
That's exactly what I was saying. Is that new runners just don't learn E skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tethys, you need to work on your clip out for that one as well. Like
Yeah, I got it pretty quick the second time.
the second time was not bad. Like the first time was funny.
First time I had just forgotten what to do, and then when I loaded back in, I was like, oh yeah, right, that's how I do it. But the rest of it was just like pretty good.
Yeah, I really
That
enjoy how the
was
story
so
goes.
close.
Aren't like a no-brainer you go for them, but you gotta like think about them. And I think
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Like the regular bingo format is kind of like, okay, get all the ILs you can, and then go and get them,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. I
Like,
enjoy
this
that
is
a
kind of
lot.
funny.
Okay.
Because you kind of gotta like build up stock at the back to like get yourself forward.
Yeah, I know.
It's,
Like I know from my personal point of view, I don't know about anybody else. I want to see a lot more of this. I
me
want to
too.
see
Yeah.
more of
It
it.
was so good. I have one question. Deku, earlier, after Wild Canyon, why didn't you like immediately go into Metal Harbor M3?
I thought I wasn't sure about the format. Like
Okay.
I had a lot of times where I was like, I wonder what this will unlock. So I thought going for Green Forest, there are 3 goals. I thought that would have been better. But like I
yeah,
was
you can like. Go on, sorry.
yeah. Like also the Ancient Light, like I didn't get it even though like I could have got it and I was like,
Oh,
wait, what?
I had like a 3-hit combo planned. I was like, right, Deku hasn't got the Ancient Light. I'll go grab it. Bam. Pumpkin Hill M2. Oh no, so I was gonna get Green Forest M3, Ancient Light, and then I was gonna get Green Forest M1 with a Magnetic Shield as well. But you'd already gotten that, and I was just like, well. But
Yeah.
this
Definitely
is
have to play more. Or
yeah,
watch
really cool
more,
format.
yeah.
But there were like a couple times where it's like you click a goal, and if you're like not familiar with what's exactly going on, it's like, oh, okay. I've
Yeah, what
suddenly
do I
locked
do
myself
now?
out of like 2 things I was going for.
Also, like, why wasn't Meteor Herd M4 unlocked? How do you unlock it?
You.
Okay,
so
you
had.
you
Go
needed
on.
something in the third row, but you'd already done Green Forest M3, Wild Canyon M5, and then done 2 missions after that. So you'd need to do another one in the row 3. So you needed to do an Aquatic Mine M5A rank to unlock it.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's cool. Definitely would love to see more of this format. I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to see a lot more of this whenever we get the opportunity. Like this was
We
really
finished,
fun.
We finised just in time as well because it looks like
yeah.
there's another match coming up.
Yeah, you ate
Yeah.
into all of my warm up time, but you know whatever, it's fine.
Oh, you had plenty of
This is
warm-up
how-
time. You got a
this is how
PB
the
and
winning
Hero
streak
story.
ends.
Oh, that's good. Did you?
Yeah,
True.
PB 5 seconds earlier, so yeah, I'm fine. But no, this was really fun. Like I'm really glad we did this, and yeah, I look forward to seeing a
Yeah.
lot more of this in the near future if we
And
can.
there's other formats too, so maybe we could see some of those sometime.
Yeah, stuff we've not even tried yet. So yeah, looking forward to more.
Viva la bingo!
Absolutely. I have to note at this. I want like a minute by minute breakdown for when you were shooting at the wall for 3 minutes. Like what was going on in your mind? Minute 1 versus minute 2 versus minute 3.
Seafood. Liam and I need Mikey's posted an image in memes, and it might be worth taking a look at.
Top 10 anime fights everyone needs to watch. Oh, let's go. Okay.
That's really
Alright.
funny.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
Well, I guess we're gonna be
incredible.
moving on then, I suppose.
Oh,
Yeah, GG to both runners. Holy crap.
Yeah, GG, Deku.
jeez.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Match, shouldn't we?
But yeah, I have a match to get ready for, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
good luck for that.
start playing
Good
games.
luck,
Thank you.
everybody. See you around.
See you shortly.
Yeah.
Take care.
Sounds good. I'm gonna dip out too to let the other runners get ready.
Top 10 anime
Thanks for
fights
having me.
everyone needs to watch.
Screw.
All right, everybody.
Oh,
We
it's
got Dawnsparce versus Final Rush next. Let's go.
Okay.
Streaking lights, loud sounds, and instinct are the elements that keep me going. I am fighting my own mission. Nothing's gonna stand in my way, no. Something is calling me, I don't know what. Something is talking, but I don't know who. Something is calling me more and more. No one stops, no one's feet.
Okay.
Stand up to all pain and tempo. Just give myself others. All to wipe up the hand and love. This is my planet, fight for my destiny. I don't know what. Something is talking, but I don't know who. Something is calling me more and more. No one stops, no one's feet. I have no such thing as weak spots. Don't approve of him, but gotta trust him. This alliance has a purpose. This partnership is only temporary. Stand up to all and just give myself
Have you missed me? Well, I haven't missed you. It has been a little while though since we've done one of these. I've been taking it easy, having a little break, you know. But now it's time to go back to business. And the first thing on today's agenda is Final Rush, the team of Bloog and Classic Box. Two runners that I've known for quite a while now. And they've gotten off to, say, a little bit of a mixed start to this league. Well, there's going to be nothing mixed about today's result. This is going to be definitive. This is going to be a mauling. This match is going to be over faster than all of Bloog's partnerships for this bingo so far. And it's going to go about as well for them as Classic's previous attempts at the Chow Karate. Because this isn't kart racing, Bloog. In Classic, this isn't stupid, pointless swag strats. This is the real shit. And when it comes to the real shit, no one can lay a hand on the Dawnsparce. And you two, you certainly aren't the exception. So now, prepare to get walked all over. Profit out.
We watched the Yoshi video.
No.
Oh,
Wait, what happened?
We ready to go?
Hello.
We're
I mean,
ready
yeah.
to go. All right, have
Oh,
fun.
we're not even in our own.
There's the
really
board.
close
Reveal the
screen.
board.
Hello.
Oh, we're.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Goodbye.
hit the button, hit funny.
All right, are we here? Are we ready? All
Yeah, let
ready
us
to
know when
go?
we're live. Let us know when we're live, Seafood.
Yeah,
You're
Seafood,
hot.
let us
You're
know when we're
hot.
live.
You're very hot right now.
Oh,
Thank you. Anyway, hello, Melters. How are you?
oh, hey Tethys. Nice to speak to you after that crazy bingo match you just had. That I
Nice to speak
heard
to you. As always, we got a pretty feisty one going on here, huh? We got
You know,
Dawnsparce, Final Rush.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I really think that at one point there's going to be a few runners between Don Lexi, Piner Lexi, Deku's team, and these guys over here. One of them's got to give. One of them's got to crack one of these days. And we were talking about it before. Blue just woke up. Both of these runners. I think
Well
this.
rested.
I'm having a feeling this might be a day. It's going to be a tough battle to climb for Blue and Box, but I think they can certainly do it here.
Well, yeah, for sure. You know, I completely agree. It's not beyond them whatsoever. The thing to note, of course, is that this is Dawn and Prophet's first game in a little bit. You know, it's been a few weeks or so since they last played. Still looking to keep that perfect record up. And we've seen Drum and Deku take it to 6-0 this morning against Deus and Ace.
Yeah.
Wanting to follow it up themselves, I'm sure. But yeah, so looking at the board, I guess, going straight in, what is there that we're really sort of keeping an eye on? We got the loser life to gold Beetle goal, which is always funny, always nice to see.
So the thing that we gotta realize about this goal, just like the one this morning, which is really interesting, there are a lot of linear goals, especially in Darkstone. You've got egg quarters. In fact, you've got 2 egg quarters ones. 100 rings and dupe and hitless.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You got Shadow's Ancient Light, right? Yeah.
I'm seeing that. Do you know what I'm also seeing is that there's a few hidden animals sprinkled in there, especially for Hero Story. You got City Escape, you got Aquatic Mine, Hidden Base, and I know that that's Blue's forte. You know, that's what she is.
Right.
That's what she came here to do. She came here to get those hidden animals, so she's going to be looking at this board and really,
You know what?
fancying herself to do some damage to the one
You could
in that
you
Hero
could
Story
even.
room.
I totally agree. You can even say she's saving the animals.
She is. The money has gone towards saving the animals. We'll see what the other donations come in.
Any greetings from Germany or Great Britain?
Greetings from Great Britain, if I may say. You know,
Greetings from
I'm looking forward to
America?
seeing Greetings from America. Greetings from all over the place. You know, you could be from any country in the world.
I agree, and the other thing we gotta realize is also quite a bit of just easy missions that you can just exit out for, and I think that's going to be the key decider here. Look, you've got Dry Lagoon M2, you got Sand Ocean M2, very easy to exit out for those. You've got Aquatic Mine M2, Skyral M2, those are just like a grab them and forget, basically. I know Mad Space M1 with 100 rings, our runners may want to get the upgrade, route that into their thing, into their route, I guess, I don't know. But other than that, I mean, we don't have a lot of crazy, like, go out of your way missions. We only have Metal Harbor all missions, A rank, Prison Lane.
Really is the only goal, other than things like the upgrades and stuff, which are really like long form goals. That's the only goal that's gonna like sink time going for as an IL. Everything else is kind of, as you say, pretty quick. There's a lot of M2s. The M4s that are on the board aren't too tough to go and get. Prison Lane
right, I
M5
mean,
isn't too great.
Even like Weapons Bed M4, right? Once you really think about it, that's not the longest mission in the world. And things like gosh, I was just looking at it. I was just Aquatic Mine M2 and Aquatic Mine M4. That's a gold mine right there, as well as gosh, there was something I was looking at, but then I like City Escape M4 even, like you could go for that like right away.
Trying to do a little bit of just sort of weighing things up in my head here. You can. Are there any wild canyons on this board? No, I don't see any. But
no wild canyons.
You could
everything
very realistically get a really strong lead so early on. So obviously you've got the City Escape Animals, Prison Lane, Green Shield. There was a Metal Harbor mission, 2 chow boxes in Metal Harbor.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of early goals to pick up here, and we see that a fair few times in this bingo league. If a team can get a strong early lead, it does make it very hard for the opponents to come back. But the thing I like about this board is the fact that even though there are a fair few early goals, not a lot of goals past that early point, if you look at it. There's not really any slow goals that go late. So a lot of this is going to come down to what ILs the runners choose to go for and sort of what the approach is in terms of planning that side of things.
I mean, I totally agree. We have 80 emblems here. That's always looming in the corner. Gosh. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tethys. I also just woke up and my brain is kind of like, God. I wanted to tell you something, but I think, in my opinion, like whatever happens with the Egg Quarters mission, like even as like even if you're a master at bingo or a master at whatever it may be. You can never like be fully prepared for something like that, right? So you have to either decide, like, are you gonna go for one or the other? Am I ahead? Am I behind? What is my opponent gonna do? With regards to Box and Profit, I think like whoever is ahead at that point has to make a tough decision, right? And that'll be sort of like an equalizer in a way. Like they can't get. I don't think they can get both. Actually, now that I think about it, no. They can get both, actually. If gonna be... Go on. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's kind of gonna be one of those ones where... I think this is gonna be one of those matches where if a team tries to bite off a bit more than they can chew, in terms of unlocking ILs, that could make a difference. Because like we said, this is despite the early goals, it's a very IL-heavy board, so... If teams try and get too much under the belt, and let's say Dawnsparce really sink themselves deep into Hero and Dark before they exit out, if Blue and Box go and pick up some loose ILs in the meantime, that can really throw off the game plan. And speaking of which, we're about to get underway. Here we go.
Come on, can I see some Ethmar jumps, please? Tethys, can you do some Ethmar jumps in your matches? I need to see them. Oh my god! Okay, Box. Box does it. Box tried to do it. Respect, much respect.
You gotta respect it. You
right,
always have to respect it.
All right. So we gotta notice right away if these runners are gonna go for CE skip. Dawn already ahead. Dawn is skipping an animal to the beginning portion. Yeah, he should be okay. There are certain animals you can pick up, but I think this is gonna matter who goes for CE skip, right?
Well, we'll see. I think you always plan to go for sea skip, so the runners are going to be picking up these animals dotted around here and there.
Oh, wait a
Let's see
second.
if Dawn
No,
can get
Blue
it.
isn't
It
going
is
for
there
it.
for Dawn.
No, Blue. Okay, so
Oh.
I don't know if you were looking at Blue's screen. Blue was not even lined up for it, like, in a certain way. Dawn is definitely getting this goal unless Ethmar Pit.
Like always happen. I think Blue did try and make an attempt for it, but like you said, I think the lineup was just a little bit off.
Yeah,
Dawn
like
stopping
Blue
up
was in the
coming up this
center.
full
Like,
panel.
Blue was in the total
Oh.
center of that platform. There's no way she would have made it. Maybe it's just nerves going into this. I certainly would not blame her, Tethys.
Can always happen, you know. Here we go. Dawn coming up towards the end of this. The thing he doesn't want to do, you can get, you can easily forget at the end of the stage there is the one more animal to pick up if you're doing it with CE skip. So he doesn't want to
Right.
muscle memory into that dash pad on the far right side.
Yeah,
And
he knows. He
accidentally-
knows.
Yeah, played it to perfection. That should be goal number 1 for Dawnsparce. Nice and early on.
And
There you
also,
go.
good news, bad news for Blue. You know that Dawn did indeed get C skip, so there's no way Dawn could have gone at such a fast time otherwise. Meanwhile, our runners are Box actually ahead just by a second or two here. We're keeping
it's
this neck and
close.
neck in the dark story side.
Yeah, for sure. And what Blue is probably going to be thinking now, looking at those two goals, the Prison Lane and the Metal Harbor story goals, is she going to sacrifice one of those to try and scrape back into the lead against Dawn? Because C skip is a huge
Yeah.
advantage in any given scenario if you get it
What-
off your opponent.
I agree with you, and the other thing is, I mean, think about Prison Lane M1 with the green shield. That's a linear goal. It's literally right there. More so like the Metal Harbor one, or even the Hidden Base one, or the Aquatic Mine one. But that's just thinking so far ahead, right?
Yeah, a long way to go. But it could pay off to do that in bingo. What's Dawn up to here? Oh, he's seeing the beginning
Dawn's
room.
getting the beginning room.
This is a good start to Wild Canyon for Dawn. Looking like it's going to be a pretty solid set.
Looking
So
just
it's all
like
coming
it.
up on spots right now.
Near the 6 pillars, that's going to be
That's
in the
fantastic.
teens right now. He's
That's
looking to be on.
fantastic for Dawn.
Okay, by the way, Box does get a free piece. So Dawn is actually squarely in the lead right now. But yeah, not getting another free piece. Profit this is disastrous. Okay, we could see a situation where Box has a solid lead in Dark Story, while
Oh,
Blue
God,
has a
nice.
solid lead in Hero.
We really could. Oh, do you mean Dawn?
Yeah.
Rather having a lead in Nero.
Yeah, because look at this. Dawn's only getting his. Oh,
Box.
maybe
That's
I'm
it.
speaking too soon.
It is tight. It's basically neck and neck because Prophet got a nice 24. Jeez Louise. After a rough few resets. So
Mm, you know what? Yeah, that's a really good point. The what am I trying to say? The craziest part is Dawn has 2 lives, Box has 5. I think this really goes like the amount of lives going into Sand Ocean really affects her mental, don't you think?
yeah, and I know Prophet is a bit of a he fancies himself as a bit of a specialist in Sand Ocean here with Sandwalking. A pauseless attempter.
Yeah.
I know Box is on the pause buffering side of things. We'll see what she goes for now. Here we go. Lines up. Is it going to work out? Prophet fails at the first try, and Box
Oh
is
yeah,
up and
Box
away.
is golden right now. Box Profit has 0 lives. Is going for
Not even
first
over it.
cycle. And let's
So this
see
could
here.
be big.
So
This could be big.
so
because we know how
and I
dangerous
mean-
this stage is.
right, and so something we got to mention here as well, Tethys. There is an extra life route that Prophet is probably going to go for, but he has to be very careful. He's walking on eggshells right now.
See Dawn here coming up towards the green shield. However,
Yeah.
should be able to just pick it up and get on his way towards a second goal for Dawnsparce.
Yeah.
Barring disaster, there's always a chance that you could maybe just somehow end up getting
Dawn
it.
game overs. I'm looking at the
Prophet!
instruction manual.
Profit's out of there!
No.
Game
Box
over!
also dies. Box dies.
Oh my...
What happened to Box? No,
And Box is
Box.
6 too!
This is. Oh.
Well, back to square one for both. It's a Sand Ocean moment if we've ever
Well-
seen one. These
well, the
happen
other
pretty
thing is,
regularly.
Box has to go for first cycle now. Profit does not. Oh well, now we're really even. Oh my god. Wait, Box doesn't reset? Is this a thing? Oh my god.
Well, here's the thing. Wait! Didn't she already get the Mystic Melody? Oh, no, Box! You're wasting your time. If she already got the Mystic Melody, this is nothing but time wasted here. And that's not good. Oh, when's she gonna realize? Oh, this is...
No.
Wait, no?
She's good.
Did I miss something? What happened the first time around?
I don't know why, like, Box had 5 lives going in, and she got sandwalking first try. I'm too busy looking at the hero surrenders. I don't know. Again, I just woke up. So, anyways,
Well, it's not as bad as we thought for Box, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Prophet is still going along the first cycle path, though, it looks like, is it?
Yes, Prophet is indeed lined up for first cycle. Blue, I want to say, is really isn't this an interesting sort of exchange? All right, never mind. This isn't interesting. This isn't interesting.
Box.
So what I was going to say was I think it's pretty interesting that both runners have had like a pretty rough time. It's either one or the other, right? But like both runners have just been really decimated by this stage, and oh my god.
Yeah, of course.
This is looking really good for Dawnsparce.
After a really strong start as well, it's just Sand Ocean. These things happen, you know.
Yeah, the best stage, giveth and taketh away. This is gonna be like it's gonna be more than a minute 30 here. Yeah, Box. All right, come on, do the melters right. Let's
What's
go.
Blue up to? Oh, Blue is going for the A rank, whereas Dawn is not. At least not as far as I'm aware. That doesn't look like anywhere near enough points. So
Blue is going for the A rank,
as opposed to Dawn, who's gone and gotten the Chow boxes. So it is a 3-0 lead to Dawnsparce right now. Blue making a little bit of progress with an eye to the later game, it seems, though, in going for this A rank.
Yeah. That is a pretty good sort of split between the Chow boxes and that goal. Prophet dies. Prophet dies 20 seconds in.
It's a start. And Box is still struggling in Sand Ocean on 0 lives now. You would hate to see it. Just play it safe, Box. Get over the finish line. You got this. Going for Chow Box jump. Oh, the camera. Giving me all kinds of fears.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, like on a normal day, okay, good. Just getting those small animals is Prophet. On a normal day, like these guys would be in headquarters right now, both of them. But lightning strikes, and sometimes like things happen.
Safe,
Well,
Box.
Prophet, no, Prophet's
Prophet's
dead.
What's going on?
Alright, you should have
happening,
seen what
huh?
happened. That Prophet got like gunned down to the death of him. It was brutal. It was
my.
really bad, Tethys. I can't lie.
Well, Box, keep your head up, because you're not as far behind as you may seem. Prophet is having
And I
a
mean-
radical highway moment of all things. You don't see that too often.
So, but you gotta, to be honest, like if you're Prophet, you've gotta know your head, right? Because
Yeah, for sure.
or else, like a bunch of these headquarters goals would have been, at least one of them would have gotten taken by now. The only saving grace right now for Box, they are going to be up like 4-0, 5-0. I don't even know, but at least you know Prophet's not going to be in headquarters, or else Prophet would have gotten it by now. So
Right.
you could be thinking,
for this radical highway goal.
yeah, there is a
Right now,
checkpoint
but that's
here,
something.
so-
That's something for Box, because she'll obviously be aware pretty early on in her quest through Radical Highway that this goal is not going her way. So she's probably likely to just take a direct blast through this stage, as opposed to going out of her way for the animals.
She is
No,
getting the
not just yet.
animals. She's getting the animals. She should stop pretty soon, probably like halfway through the stage, I want to say. But hey, on the bright side, I
Oh.
mean, Blue has been consistently 50
Hello?
seconds.
Oh.
What
Going for
happened?
mock bounce, Box. Okay.
Box does it. Box needs as much help as she can get.
Sticks it to Prophet, basically,
You know what?
saying, I'll do my swag strats even if you tell me not to. You can't control me.
I don't even think that's a structure. I don't know what Prophet's talking about. Anyways,
It's very swag.
True, but it's just faster. What can I say?
Isn't every strat a swag strat when you think about it?
I don't think Red Honda is a swag strat, as Box doesn't have any rings and dies, and game overs.
Oh no!
Go on a cityscape. Go on a cityscape. Go on a cityscape. No, she goes into the wrong story. What the horror I am looking at right now.
Oh dear, Vox. That's just so unfortunate. It's been
And
such
you know
a
what?
rough start.
Like the crazy this right now is, to be honest, just gonna be the nail in the coffin, because I truly believe Prophet is gonna get both of these goals. He's thinking about it. He's hungry like a yeah.
Prophet's pretty damn close to getting a lot of things for himself to potentially take on. Obviously, Sandosh and M2 is right there if you really wanted to go out and get it. Oh my god.
Prophet's getting a crazy set.
It just goes from good to better, doesn't it? What is happening here?
So Prophet gets a red warrior, then gets 6 Eggman marks, or whatever this white Eggman mark thingy is. Prophet, you missed it, buddy. It was on your screen. Prophet, I'm about to make a diss track because you just missed it and it was on your screen. Prophet, you need some eyeglasses. Prophet, you're gonna get hit. And I don't think there's enough. Oh my god. Prophet, I'm about to make a rap battle right now. Prophet, I can't do this. Prophet, no, it's not above the entrance, Prophet. That's a piece 2. Check the 1024.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Well...
So this is no. This is smart because Prophet dies. Now I think he's gonna get as many rings as he can. That's actually really good routing. I'm joking.
No problem.
Huh. Okay.
Because it was right there. It was on the screen.
It was on the screen. Maybe Box still has a chance here. You know?
I like your attitude, Tethys. Has anyone told you had a great attitude?
Thanks, man. I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Malthus.
Meanwhile, on the hero story side, I mean, Bloog is pretty much a stage behind at this point. I mean, if you're Bloog, if you're Team Final Rush, you kind of got to see the writing on the wall and make a decision, right? Like, do you or do you not get hit by a laser? Do you or do you not like get these low-hanging fruits just to get yourself on the board? What would you do in this situation?
I think Box is aware. I think Box knows. What? Prophet?
Prophet is gonna get hit by this thing here. He has to take cover.
Oh my! This is.
See?
I've never seen anything like this.
But
I've never seen anything like this before.
Mind you, yeah, isn't that such a funny bingo thing, by the way? Like, this is gonna be 6-0. This I've never seen it this bad for anybody. Well,
haven't you?
Sorry, Tethys, I forgot Tethys. Anyways, moving on. We get. Hey, look, it's Zero Cycle. It's Zero Cycle. What do you think about Zero Cycle?
That doesn't look like Zero Cycle.
You're right. It's
But anyway.
negative. It's negative Zero Cycle. I'm sorry.
Oh, what's negative 0?
I just made it up. It's pretty funny. Meanwhile, we should note. I mean, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's 6-0, and in a second here, it's gonna be. To be honest with you, it's gonna be 5-0. Prophet.
Will
I like.
Box do the
like-
Chadwick strat, perhaps? Maybe it's not been unseen before.
Box do the Chow Box strat. You know,
there's a whole
but-
there's a whole Lost Colony cutscene.
it is true, and I mean, well, we're not gonna see it right now. What I think the funniest part is, Box is gonna get this IL, go back into the story, and pretty much almost be tied. That's gonna be 7-0. Yikes.
Well, which IL is she gonna go for at the moment? Sandosh and M2?
Well, I don't think Box is gonna go for an IL, right? Box has gotta go.
You'd
for
think
his
that
Lost
she's
Colony.
staying in the story at this point because she's gonna just see Dry Lagoon M2. But there's not a huge. I mean, there's Shadow's Ancient Light. Obviously, there's unlocking things like Lost Colony. So we could see. We could. So, oh no, Prophet's going straight back into Dark.
But I agree with this though, because think about it. You have Mad Space. You have Shadow's Ancient Light, as well as you can lose the life to Golden Beetles. You can still do that in this mission regardless. This isn't
Yeah.
such a bad idea from Prophet, yeah. Because they're just up by so much.
Yeah, it's a really nice little snipe there to go and get that Dragoon M2. And if he can beat Box to this Hidden Animals goal in Lost Colony, there's only about a 15-second lead for Box. Yeah, and taking a hit too as well, so Box is basically just hunting... Prophet is basically just hunting Box down at the moment in this stage. And we'll see if he can catch up to it.
For sure, I mean, I wanna see like if there are any avenues left for Final Rush to come back here. It's gonna be such an uphill battle, Tethys.
This is really close, we'll see.
It's really close, alright.
Prophet wasting no time in the upgrade
it's
there.
really close, alright, because Box is about to die. That was the most clutch thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, this is a photo finish. Whose is this gonna be?
I think, you know what it's gonna come down to? Who has the better routing. Because we got 4 animals. Oh my god. And there's one at the very end.
Yeah.
I think Prophet's gonna edge this one out. I mean, and that's such a flex because Prophet was doing missions. Oh
Hey, well, I'm
man.
sure there's a million other things happening in Hero Story right now, but this is where all the attention is right now. Box?
Yeah, okay,
That's
Box misses the animal. There is a raccoon and a bunny left, so
They both have
still got
5.
that.
So they're
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
Oh,
wait a
elevator.
second. No, Tethys, play the video. Never mind. They're not going to that home. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh yeah, we
Never-
got something coming up. While we're on the Lost
Alright.
Colony elevator.
Okay, so not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, right? Again, like what are you gonna do if you're Team Final Rush, but go for these aquatic mine missions and even like the Metal Harbor, right? You think?
Well, Dawn is doing this Aquatic Mine M2 without the sunglasses, which is always a little bit of a pain in the ass. So he needs to know where his rings are.
There
And it looks
are
like he does.
Yeah, there is a route for this one, which is good. There's a ring capsule right here, and from here you basically just go down under, go to Australia basically.
Go say hi to the useless gamer.
Yeah, eat some Vegemite. Would be funny.
Well,
By
I'm
the way,
looking at this right now.
who's gonna check it first? It's got to be Prophet. I mean, yeah.
That is Prophet's goal.
Are we gonna see another 13-0? No.
I mean, it's too
We
close.
can't.
It's too early to tell that just yet. But Dawn
We
is
can't.
on pace to get 2 more goals.
Yeah.
So this could happen. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be nothing but a big win for Dawnsparce right now.
For sure, and we get the air necklace,
Oh,
by the
that's
way.
huge from Dawn, because of course the upgrades as well.
You're
This
right.
is the thing with Dawnsparce. They
Yeah,
don't
you know-
take a single eye off any goal, you know?
You know
they Could be
what?
10
You know
nil
what?
up.
You're absolutely right. I'm wrong. You're absolutely right. Dawn's gunning straight towards that goal. Nothing but that goal.
That's-
Go into Sand Ocean. And to be honest, right? If you're Box, like you've got to contest like these linear goals. You got to unlock as many stages as you can. And the thing I really want to see is just please, Prophet go into Hero Story. I'm gonna cry if you don't.
Blue is
Cityscape-
going to go and get Cityscape
Ah,
and 4.
no, not Blue. Oh, the horror. I don't know what Dawn is doing. Oh my god.
Dawn's going to get Aquatic Mine M3, which will
Oh, I thought
take
he
him
was
one
at
step
the other.
closer to M4.
They're 11-0?
I think it's about to be 12, and
No, it's about
Well.
to be over. And our next match is in an hour.
we got some time to kill, huh? So that's Sand Ocean M2, which is the 11th.
Battleships.
Oh, Battleship's bingo. Oh,
Box dies. I will sink your battleship. Getting a cracked set in security hall, by the way. Not security hall, aquatic mine. Never mind.
Oh, I think Prophet's going to go and get the gold beetle goal.
All right, better. No, this gold beetle is a troll. Like whenever you like punch the boxes, it's like it ain't good. I
Oh,
tried this
Omochao?
before. I tried this. You gotta jump into the guy with Omochao. It's really annoying. So watch this, right? You gotta kick them down, but the beetles spawned right now. So you gotta be really careful and avoid the rings. It's just super annoying. See? Doesn't that
wow.
look stupid to you? Doesn't that look stupid to everyone else? It's 12-0 right now.
That's certainly something.
Is this?
It looks like Blue could very well get her team a goal here, as long as City Escape doesn't go too painfully here. Omochao just not playing the game with profit.
All right, so
Oh, Dawn is also going for the Golden Beetle goal.
I gotta use the thing.
That's
buddy.
one.
Okay.
That's one stage.
Dude, this freaking beat. I hate this gold beetle. You never think about this gold beetle in headquarters, right? It's just such. I hate this thing so much.
Oh,
So much.
Dawn's,
Look! It
Dawn's
already
on,
spawned. It already spawned. It's too late.
Dawn's on good pace here, you know. This could be... If Dawn can get these goals here, this could be a 13-0.
This. Okay, so wait, Dawn?
Dawn has gone out of his way to go and get the other Gold Beetles. He's got 1 out of 3 so far.
Yeah,
And
Dawn
that is
just
two-
Dawn just needs to go to Wild Canyon, and it's over.
And it is looking like it's going to be the second 13-0 of the tournament, of the league rather. Dawn goes to get Omochao. Is it all over? You've got to say it is. That's 13-0. They've been gone for a few weeks, but they're back in style.
Oh my
Wow.
god! And we started late too. We started pretty late.
And we
Started pretty
finished
late,
very
Tethys.
early.
We started pretty
Wow.
late.
Oh,
This is a speed run of a speed run.
that's
All right.
incredible.
All right, everybody,
That's
gets. I want you to get 13 hours of sleep when you get your bingo matches. It's the only
I
way.
mean, GG to both. Commiserations to Blue and Box. Of course, you never like to be on the receiving end of a big loss, especially
Yeah.
not like that. So I hope they're
For
doing okay.
sure.
But honestly, full credit to Dawn and Prophet there. That's a hugely, hugely impressive performance. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right,
Indeed.
I guess
I
we'll
don't.
see.
I don't know.
see the
I don't
interviews
know.
run,
I know we have a match coming up soon, so definitely like in an hour or so. But we'll see if any. I would definitely be interested to talk to Prophet. Hi, Prophet. I'm
Hi.
interested to talk to you.
Tethys,
Yes?
you're banned from picking board never again.
I
Holy
didn't
sh-
pick this board.
you did! You did!
I didn't pick this board. And I've
It's
looked for
banned?
boards ages ago.
Delete your board message right now. We can't let these boards happen anymore. This is so bad.
Tethys, you lost.
The boards you picked are incredibly stupid. There's like so many like M1 goals. It's incredible. like what is so okay?
Hey.
Take our team, right? Take our team. Take
Yeah,
Prophet's
yeah.
team.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
do you expect us to do against this?
Uh,
What do you expect to happen?
I don't think that's a question.
That's
we can ask.
like what do you think? You of course this is gonna go 13-0.
You know,
This is so
let's-
bad.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I during Mission Street when I died, I should have probably quit out and done City Escape M4, and I could have at least gotten a goal there. But
Hey, Blug.
hi, I'm not mad by the way, just disappointed.
Hey, Prophet. How's Sand Ocean?
I don't want to talk about it.
So I don't know if Box is listening. I mean, it was so. I want to know what happened to Box and Sand Ocean. So Box actually got first try sandwalking, but I didn't see what happened.
Oh,
when
shit.
she-
The robot
And-
blew itself up, and then it all went downhill from there.
Oh, that's so
Sucks, and
sad.
I'm crying.
The robot blew stuff up. Okay, that's what I was missing. Okay.
Okay.
And then, so Box would have been ahead because she was ahead of you going into pretty much.
I'm not surprised. My Dry Lagoon, they just was not giving me a piece.
Right.
And then my Sand Ocean, I lost over a minute to like death. So I actually assumed you were ahead, but yeah, that's so unfortunate that happened to you. And that robot is so dumb sometimes. I hate it.
Yeah, blew itself up. I mean, that's sort of the risk for sandwalking for sure. Not saying that you shouldn't go for it. However, I mean, Dawn, I liked your I really liked your execution in the in City Escape, going for the sea skip, getting those animals. Like that was pretty solid as well.
I was honestly super surprised I hit the skip. Did not feel good. Glad it worked. It was like way different than my normal setup. It was kind of just a coin flip. But yeah, that like the hero story at least is so determined by like it's just so determined by steady escape. And like if you don't let your foot off the gas ever, like don't die anywhere, it's like just rough.
I think yeah, like consistency definitely matters a lot. Profit headquarters. Profit, the piece was right there. It was on screen. Profit. I'm gonna make a mixtape.
Wait, which one are you on about?
On the white Eggman mark.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, I don't know what was happening. Like I saw the ping and I was like, "This has got to be in the upgrade room." And I was like, I ran around all the pieces I could think of. I was like, it didn't turn red. I was like, okay. I was like, it's got to be, you know, well, it was piece 1 because I got a 3-piece yellowhead. So I was like, oh, this is going to be like the other yellowhead or red warrior. Then I went over there. I was like, it's gone green. It was just
like,
brain
that was a
movement.
crap
I was like,
set, by the way. That was a crazy set.
It was so good for hintless, and then I just got hit and had to die, and yeah, but no,
yeah,
to
be
it's
honest,
funny.
like those were pretty much the highlights of that match. Just good execution in that headquarters, especially with the 100 rating route. I really don't have anything much to say really. It was just a short but sweet match, I would like to say. So
I think this is one of those unfortunate matches where it just stacked for one team. Like in one of these where there's so many like early linear goals, as soon as one team gets ahead, it's really hard to come back. And it was just unfortunate that they weren't like Box wasn't able to capitalize on my mistakes through like no fault of her own if the beat was blowing up. And once I sort of got ahead, and there wasn't really much way back. So it's just one of those unfortunate situations where it's a very linear card and somebody got ahead and just took it all.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely sort of mentioned as well. Pretty. I think like City Escape Skip and Dry Lagoon RNG definitely still a factor in bingo goals, even with the non-linearity. But those goals definitely are proved that for sure. I don't have much else to say here. There is a match coming up in an hour. May be able to start sooner, may be able to start later, but keep your eyes peeled for that one. It's going to be a really good one.
I'm assuming we're not live anymore. Hi. Sorry.
the highest of all of the heavens. Somebody will be waiting for me, so I have gotta fly higher. Gotta keep going. Everything is a brand new challenge for me. I will believe in myself. This is the only start for me.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Mikey Cool Money here. I'm here to give you guys some information regarding the 2022 Hero Story Tournament. Now that the SGDQ dates have been finally announced, we've been able to select prospective dates for the tournament. Please see the graphic for a calendar visualization of the event. Pools will run for 11 days from Saturday, May 28th to Tuesday, June 7th, and bracket will run for 10 days from Friday, June 10th to Sunday, June 19th. Like last year, this tournament will be round-robin pools into a double elimination bracket. Again, the pool stage will consist of upper and lower pools. We're anticipating more interest in this year's tournament, therefore we are raising the entrant cap for this tournament from 40 to 56. We currently anticipate a 16-person upper pools and a 40-person lower pools. For those wondering whether you'll be in upper or lower pools, we anticipate that a high 23 or low 24 hero time will be the condition to get into upper pools. Pools will operate as usual, where it is up to you to schedule your matches with your opponents. We only ask that you don't schedule a match at a time another match has already been scheduled. All slots are available on a first-come, first-served basis and last for 1 hour beginning at the top of each hour, so starting a match at 7:30 p.m. for example is not allowed. Everyone's time in each race will be noted down in order for us to track a time difference metric for each runner, similar to goal difference in sports. Therefore, please don't DNF a race just because your opponent has already finished, else you will receive a 2-hour time. In the case of runners finishing their pool with the same win-loss record as another runner, head-to-head and then time difference will be used to break the tie. As you've seen from the pools breakdown, we'll have a 40-person bracket for this event. Please see the below graphic for a breakdown of the bracket. The first 4 clusters of rounds have 2 days allocated to them each, and the final 2 clusters of rounds take place on the Saturday and Sunday of the final weekend. With this bracket plan, there should be sufficient time for everyone to schedule and play all their bracket matches. As always, if you cannot find a time to race your opponent in any bracket round, then you may stream a no reset run in private under our supervision for us to broadcast alongside your opponent playing in real time in order to simulate a race. As for the final weekend though, such accommodations cannot be so easily made. Saturday, June 18th is top 12 and will run from approximately 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. You must be free on this day if you plan on making it to top 12. Sunday, June 19th is top 4 and will run from approximately 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. Likewise, you must be free on this day if you plan on making it to top 4. With these schedules for pools and bracket, we will be able to broadcast every single race of the tournament, as well as exhibition matches and the 7 matches from the 2021 Dark Story Tournament bracket that didn't get to be shown live. Everything will be shown on twitch.tv/Caesar events. This is also where the live draw for the pool stage will be broadcasted. This is a Hero Story new game tournament, where runs are timed in Variant 1 loadless, which is the current time method for this category. In any race, both racers are free to agree to racing a different Hero Story category, such as New Game Plus, or to using a different timing method such as Variant 2.5 loadless. Other gentlemen's agreements are also acceptable, such as no city escape skip. We just ask you inform the tourney organizers of your agreements before the beginning of the race. Races involving a racer running on console will use the IGT timing method. Every match in the tournament will be a best of 1, with the exception of Grand Finals, which will be a best of 5, where the racer advancing from the winner's final will get the first win by default, meaning a maximum of 4 games will be played in Grand Finals. Signups are now open. Good luck and have fun.
How's it going, everyone? So the Hero Story Tournament is back, and it's going to be starting on May 28th for pools. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. We're going to be going all the way through till mid-June. Finally able to actually say the dates now that SGDQ is out. So we're going to be putting out an announcement and sign up soon. So stay tuned for that in the Discord. Let's see, is the link below? We'll drop the Discord link in the chat for anyone that's not already in the Discord. Yeah, make sure to join there if you want to hear more news and information about the Hero Story Tournament. and it is in the chat right now. And there's the signups. Go sign up now.
No.
Sure. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun, so make sure to check it out. Also, we have another match coming up soon, so stay around. We're gonna be doing it on the Bingo-thon channel. Be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. So yeah. Let's go.
Hey, another victory and straight back to the top of the table we go. Is anybody really surprised at this point? See, you know what this is all about by now. I sit here and I tell you we're going to win. And then you sit there and watch it happen. And guess what? It's about to happen again. Because although Australia gave a good showing of themselves this morning against the Booty Clippers, this is a different challenge. This is truly the highest echelon of competition. And you're both about to be found wanting. Well, that is, assuming Deuce has actually woken up in time to receive this ass whooping. Or if Ace can figure out what the hell he's supposed to be doing when playing with the actual characters designed for this game. Anyway, that's enough talking for today. Now, it's time we got serious. Profit